And for me to ever pull back on what I want to say, it's like that's just a letdown for me. It's like back to my integrity thing that we talked about earlier. It's like as long as I keep it real and speak from the heart and speak from the truth, whatever my truth at least, then I'm comfortable for the most part. Yes.
Willie D Live.
Yeah. Man, I just had a thought. I'm like, man, if people like you and Mel could have got in on the business side and, just locked it down, man, we would definitely be in a better space right now in hip hop.
Definitely. Yes.
And that is why those who are following in your footsteps, who are coming into the industry, because there are some out there who do have integrity, who do take the art seriously. They need to make sure that they have, an equal amount of passion for the business side, because you don't want to build something and somebody else going to take it. So often we get preoccupied with building and doing and being the talent, and there's always somebody off in the back watching it and trying to figure out a way that they can monetize
Capitalize it, yes.
And they do.
Yes.
They do. Every single thing, anything that you do that creates a following can be monetized. And if you create it, if you're definitely a pioneer, you need to make sure that you got a piece of that action. You got to make sure you got a piece of it. And, that's actually a part of the reason why I started doing the podcast. I wanted to make sure that I had a say-so in this business. Like I could speak on this instead of waiting to go on CNN and, them, giving me an opportunity to speak or deciding that they're going to censor me or, as you said, neuter my message. I wanted to make sure that, that was not the case.
Absolutely.
And when I think about, that it leads me to a conversation we were having before the camera started rolling. You were talking about how you guys, Melly Mel, and Sugar Hill Gang all performed for the 50 years of hip hop at Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
Y'all were performing at that celebration, and you said that they had you guys, the legends, the ones who opened the doors, who made it happen, who are responsible for all of this, go on first in the daytime.
Yes.
When the crowd wasn't really thick.
Absolutely.
And then later on, they brought Snoop out, and
yes.
I think you said that was Lil' Kim. Did you say Lil' Kim came out?
Lil' Kim came out. Nas, all of them came out.
Yeah.
Later. Yes.
Yeah, right. And so that's where the business side come into it, right? But to your point, one of the biggest reasons why hip hop, gets basically shitted on is because of the lack of respect for the pioneers, the people who started it, the roots, so to speak. When you look at football, baseball, basketball, they never let you forget the legends.
Right.
The legends are not a backdrop. They're in the front. Everybody know. That's why we know the legends in football, basketball, baseball. They talk about them all the time.
Right.
They talk about them all the time. It's not just a special event. It's not only when there's a big award show and there's a Legends Award or something. No.
Right.
But even in music, if you look at the Grammys, they make sure that you know who the Rolling Stones are.
Right. Right.
Oh, they on stage. They're not performing during the Grammys when the cameras are not rolling. They're in prime time. You see, Rolling Stone performing. They're going to let you see Bruce Springsteen performing while it's going down. You're not going to see these guys performing after, or when the cameras are not rolling. But hip hop, we don't have that.
Right.
And that's the trip part about it is a lot of the youngsters, they're not gonna catch what I'm saying right now. They're in it, they're just having fun, they're spending money. But they're in a better position to take control right now and take stewardship of this thing right now than they would be after their glory days and then trying to come back and trying to make something happen. Right now, they got all of the juice, they got all of the power. Now it's the time to venture into ownership. That I think I'm talking about for the ones who really want it and want to uphold the integrity of the game. Your contributions to this game, man, it's like people can't. I've seen you a number of times doing interviews and stuff, and it's always the same. The reverence that people have for you. At any point, do you get a little embarrassed about how people like, you the man, you did this, you did that, does that ever make you feel some type of way?
Not really. My thing is a little bit pressure because I don't want to let it down. Because if I give me those accolades after that, and for me to ever pull back on what I want to say, it's like that's just a letdown for me. It's like back to my integrity thing that we talked about earlier. It's like as long as I keep it real and speak from the heart and speak from the truth, whatever, my truth at least, then I'm comfortable for the most part, yes.
Yeah. That's what it is. Man, I appreciate you coming on the show, man, and sharing your wisdom.
Yes.
Is there anything besides the book that you got coming that people should be looking out for?
That's the next thing up. That's the next thing up for sure. Because the guy, I did another interview, I forgot what the professor's name earlier, but he was talking about me getting my truth out there and my philosophy. Because KRS is the first one that beat me that I wanted to do a record on my philosophy, but he beat me to it. So that was perfect because I think my philosophical thought process is the most underrated aspect of my MC part of the equation because you're talking about subjects as opposed to really, really the deeper, bigger picture. So the fact that I naively just didn't put together, you can't expect your colonizer to ever give you the platform to free yourself, so to speak. So it's no doubt that the record company had a problem with me talking about some of the subjects I wanted to talk about. So my philosophy is more important to me now than ever because I know way more. I'm older and wiser, quite frankly. So I definitely want to get that out. And I would have had it. It would have been cool to do it at that time. But I think it worked out that me doing it now, I have much more to say and much more life experience that made it happen. So it makes more sense to do it now, quite frankly.
I'm with that. Do it now, man. If you need any assistance from me, man, just
absolutely.
We locked in now, so
yes.
Holla.
Yeah, you'll definitely get a call. Definitely get a call, my brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kool Mo D. No more talk.